trying to jump over that one platform. He dies like 100 times, and he finds out you can just walk across.
Excellent.
The hardest game, I think, Super Nintendo, Pilot Wings.
No way.
Landing.
Wolverine.
Landing.
He said Super Nintendo.
Oh. Yeah, no, you got all mad. I made that one night. It was my fault.
Because of that game?
Yeah, remember when you and Brian were playing it, and you were like, get out of here. Brian, do this. You know how to do it. We did this when we were kids.
Was it?
Get out of
was
here.
that the emulator?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, all right.
This was like
Guess
yesterday.
I'm done.
I don't
That
ever
was like a
get
couple
mad.
of years ago.
Oh, it was pretty recent?
You're out of your gourd.
No, I think I'm just misconstrued.
Misinterpreted.
I don't know. Angry face yelling. I take that as mad.
That's his happy dance, though.
The Angry
Very
Nintendo
similar.
nerd is super funny.
He is
Yep.
funny.
Pilot Wing. When you have the rocket pack, and you have
Oh,
to
I know
land
that
on the
game.
moving
And you're like
fucking
moving around and your
platform.
feet move and you turn and
I
stuff.
remember.
I remember that game.
Oh.
It's ingrained in my
No,
brain
but I do
now.
remember Wolverine for NES.
It was actually
I never-
unbeatable. They found
Versus
out that
NES?
they never finished the game. So
Seriously?
there was a bug. You couldn't ever actually beat it.
Wow.
But
that
I spent a
sucks.
lot of my childhood time trying.
I never
to.
played that game.
It was a side scroller, and you were Wolverine.
As a 4-year-old, I could only get so far anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd get far.
But now you know you can't.
I could never get past the first town in Legend of Zelda because I didn't know how to read. So I'd like come up with like you walk up to a sign and like
Critical.
pop up,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh,
Critical.
I couldn't do anything.
It's okay.
You could ask.
You guys wouldn't let me play Final Fantasy. Like,
Hell
you're gonna
no,
mess
that
up our
was-
save.
That was
That
the
would
exact
mess up the
game.
save.
We had the Nintendo Power Guide.
Wow.
Played through the entire thing. Got
I think probably
everything.
worth some money now.
I have the
Sure we
GoldenEye
don't have it
strategy
anymore.
guide, Nintendo
Ooh.
Power Strategy Guide.
That's pretty sweet.
Looked it up on eBay the other day. $3.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You should, I told you you should put it on your wall.
We had the golden cartridge
I've
for
never
the
played it.
NES too,
That's nothing now.
for Zelda, and the one for N64.
You had the silver one, right, for Link?
No, we never owned Zelda, did we? I think we borrowed that.
No,
That was
we-
from Nick down the street. I'm
We had-
pretty sure we never owned
for NES.
The Legend of Zelda for NES.
Well, again.
He
I
couldn't
didn't
read.
understand ownership.
Maybe it was
I
yellow
didn't
Super
understand
Mario
it.
3.
I also wasn't allowed to play Atari ever. I was down in the basement.
That's not true because when the last time I ever played Atari, you and I were down in the basement playing it, and the TV, that old wooden thing, sounded like it was
TVs
about to
used to be so
explode,
heavy.
and then it never turned on again.
I mean, you say we were playing it, but I'm sure I was just watching.
Well, right. I mean, that's how a lot of my childhood was.
Remember
Too. Like
when-
Zach would play. Like we used to do that. Remember when Final Fantasy VII came out? I'd come over and only one person could play, but we'd all be in there. Like,
Resident
like
Evil.
go do this. Yeah, Resident Evil. That was good.
Scary time.
That is a good game to play with a
The
group.
best
though.
was the
Puckery butthole.
random night
Lot
that
of
we
it.
were playing Final. Were we playing Resident Evil or was it Final Fantasy?
Was it at the downstairs in
The
Panorama?
downstairs on Panorama, and all of a sudden there were headlights
Oh, in the backyard.
coming into
Yeah.
the glass doors, and we were like,
What?
Mhm.
"What?"
What happened?
Two idiots got drunk, and like there's a cul-de-sac through a little bit of woods, and like
They went
tried
through
to go
it?
through the walking trails in their Jeep, and got stuck on a stump.
Okay, we still haven't decided what we're gonna do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
I think we should go to the caverns because I want to see the thing you drew on the wall.
you drew it too, man.
I like that. I like
So,
that storyline.
That does seem like something
That's
your
a cool
character would
story
write.
arc.
Yeah.
So
I don't care.
that's the end game.
What's the end game?
Is the mines
That's the end game? How do you know?
What was the beginning
because it's
game?
called the Mines of Phandalin
Phandalin.
or
Oh,
Phandelver
the
or whatever.
story arc?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but look.
Oh. Let's go to that castle and rescue Gaylord.
Yeah, Gaylord Fucker.
Fucker.
We could. I mean,
That's
I
my
figured-
guess.
but in reading this,
Did you
knowing
see
that you've
Nick's
got
note?
that undead
Did you see
thing,
Nick's note about continuity?
I mean, I breezed through stuff earlier today.
oh, I sent it towards
Oh,
end.
the one with Sam, like about
Yeah,
how he was
That
like,
one.
Oh, that was what I sent before the continuity question. The question was what effect do we have?
Oh yeah, no, there's
The
no
emissions.
butterfly effect.
for these at least.
I don't think so. That would be a lot.
I mean, what's
rewrite
what's
the
interesting
book.
though? Well, yeah, what's interesting though is that Phandalin is not like dilapidated now. It's a well-to-do town when we came back. That's okay. That's were you?
I'm working on it now.
We'll get there.
Well, it was 2 weeks ago, so I'm trying to. And it was at the very
Joaquin?
end, and I was upstairs in the
Did you
bathroom.
see the
Spit
picture?
From what I remember.
The Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah.
No.
You haven't seen it?
I didn't know who Joaquin Phoenix was until this.
Gladiator.
Really?
Everyone kept saying it, so I had to look it up.
And he
Like,
was
what movie has he been in?
he left.
Oh my
act-
God, what are you
Walk
talking
the
about?
He
line.
left acting for a long time
You
to,
changed
to
your
pursue
password?
his no, it did not change anything.
You got a new phone, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Shitty.
So
That's
there's
funny.
that.
There's that.
Um,
Yeah, he did leave acting. He kind of went.
to become a white rapper.
No, it's a joke.
It
was
was,
a joke,
but it was
but it
filmed
was-
by Casey Affleck or something.
Mhm.
That I'm Still Here. Or
Dude,
something.
my
Not
phone
I'm
just
Still Here.
keeps
What's the name of that?
I'm still
rebooting.
here.
That's good.
Is that the name of it?
Mhm.
I feel like that's the Bob
Apple.
Dylan movie.
All right,
Maybe
so
it is, I'm Still Here. Anyway, but what do you guys
if
think
we
about
do the
closing
Cragmaw
out the?
Castle,
Oh,
so that's north
I want to go to the
east.
where the elderly.
if I
guy
remember
is.
correctly, it's over.
you've always wanted to go visit the Druid.
What's it
Fuck
Since
called?
we
that
found
guy.
out,
we already know where everything is now.
not everything. We know where
we
the
know where a lot
we know
of
where the
stuff is.
What's it called? Roundtree.
Roundtree,
No, it's
Thunder Tree,
Thunder Tree.
Thunder-
Thunderdome.
Thunderness.
So glad that they have online ordering because that's ridiculous.
What?
I called them to get placed on hold to have somebody pick up, and they didn't know how to look up the order, so they placed me on hold, and then I was on hold again, and then they got the manager who finally looked up the order. Oh, he just left. We'll give him a call. So
For those listening to the podcast, we are describing a nondescript pizza place that may or may not be a sponsor at some point.
They use too much sugar. Just
All
throw
right.
that out there.
So my phone will
Jones.
probably ring at some point, and
That's
good
fine.
news.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So what do you guys discuss?
We're still talking through it.
it's not great.
We just talked about we
It
think
should
we want to go to the
It's
Cragmaw
not.
Castle first to save our
Choose everything.
our patron. But I was going to ask guys, what do you think about closing out the Hallius job offer? We already killed Glassstaff. We can give her the
You're
thing.
right across the street from there.
Yeah,
we could-
no, I'm,
we could
I'm all for
get
that.
Done.
So here's the thing: Grim probably wants her arrested, just because she's got ill intent. While he wasn't aware of that, you guys told him that something
Dude,
was not
I'll
right
be-
with her.
I'll be real. I don't remember anything from
From the
before
land
we
before time.
traveled. Yeah.
Oh, time amnesia.
Yeah, it's a
Time
serious
amnesia?
Yeah.
condition.
It's have you seen Quantum Leap?
No.
The whole what?
He's younger.
Yeah, but it was on replay for
Was Joaquin Phoenix in it?
No.
No, you know
No.
who was though?
Scott Bakula,
Bakula.
the Baxter,
Oh, he's on NCIS New Orleans.
Yes.
and he was in Star Trek. What
No.
was
Star
He
Trek.
was.
Voyager.
Star Trek Voyager? Yeah,
Was
he was
he
the
really?
captain.
Wasn't
Oh,
he?
was the next
no,
one.
Stargate.
Enterprise.
He was all
Star
over
Trek Enterprise.
Stargate
Enterprise.
for a long time.
He
Wasn't
No.
This is the Foggate.
I think you're right.
he? Pretty sure that's what he did after Quantum.
You know
It was
you know who's in
Firefly.
Unnecessary Roughness
Yes.
with Kathy Ireland.
And the big Samoan guy.
Yeah.
Also
know
named
his name
Kathy
is.
Ireland.
Also,
So no, the Holly job offer. She was the one that said, "Hey, I want you to find the leader of the Red Braids and, take care of him for me and bring anything he's got on him to me, and I'll give you 100 gold." And then somebody, I don't know who it was.
I'm not giving her the glass staff.
No.
it
She
just
meant
says
any misses.
Any correspondence.
Any information, which we
found
have.
in
That little letter.
All right.
So we can take that to her for the money. But the thing is, I think it was Jason picked up that the reason she wanted him taken care of is because
But
she wants to take over the
control
Red
the
Braids.
town.
She wants to take over the Red Braids.
Somebody
or
has to.
be the leader.
Sam, I'm taking your silver.
It's like an election. You're picking between
Thank you for
the
being
giant
I mean, I only
douche
took
or
16.
the
the giant
Turd.
dude.
Mine and his.
That's good.
Ferguson or whatever.
You've got yours.
Yeah,
I,
Sir
yeah,
Ferguson.
absolutely.
Nice.
I
South
took it
Park
off of my.
reference.
Did you take the 8 silver that Nick sent today? Just put it on the sheet.
Write it down.
I gave Noah mine.
I took it.
I mean, we did each just earn 200 gold in the past. I invested it then, and it's now a
Making
billion,
8 silver?
a billion gold.
Did somebody win the jackpot last night? I didn't
Somebody
see.
did in
Oh, yeah?
Michigan.
Really?
Yeah, $300 and some million.
It was a solo person.
A single
Solo
ticket.
person in Michigan.
Nice.
Person's name, Jim Harbaugh.
Someone else is here.
Assuming Megan's home.
Yeah, she got here just as the Papa John's guy.
Hey, Noah, can you give me a
I mean,
beer
the
of
nondescript
Oktoberfest
pizza
beer?
carrier that
Right.
may be a sponsor.
Oktoberfest beer.
So do you guys want to close out the Halia thing and then
Yeah.
go crack? Well, I'm thinking we also need to sleep because I'm like half dead.
We are going
And we
to
need to refresh.
assume that you have rested through the night.
Yes.
All right, so
great.
podcasters, now that the DM's back,
Word.
so the long and short of it is that they have completed the story arc and find themselves back in Phandeliver. And things look a little bit different than they did when they were last in Phandeliver. We'll get to that description once our last party member comes downstairs.
Is there a statue of J-Ren anywhere in the
Push
town
a
square?
little, like
We will
pull
talk
and
about
just
that.
push
Okay.
it.
There
we're
are
trying.
effects of what you guys have done that have lasted through the century or so that has passed.
Oh, there's a lot.
But you guys found yourself in Phandeliver. You were surrounded by purple mist, and the sound that you heard before, where you were met by a bunch of riders, was nothing more than the thunderstorm that was passing through. You have since been informed before bedding down for the night by Slidar that it is Joaquin's season, and this is the rainy part of the year. So you guys all bed down for the night, full night rest, because you're completely mentally and physically exhausted, so you get everything back that you would get back from a full night rest.
Sweet.
Slide our better this.
You wake up in the morning to find that it's still roughly the same time of year. There's a heavy fog that seems to be covering the town, which is something you guys have noticed before, so nothing abnormal there. Just stalling time here till...
Important.
You saw.
What about, some guys picked up stuff that they need to study for 4 hours. Is that something we'll have to do this morning, or is that something they did?
That's up to them to decide
Okay.
when they are going to do it.
Great.
For the purposes of those of us who are here, you will see a bluish-purple orb that says the word party underneath it on the map. That is indicating your party. I do not have a second orb. So try not to do to me what you guys did last time.
We want to all go.
It's called
You
a
see
live
it?
You
photo.
might be hinting
Photo
at
leadership.
splitting the party.
Don't do it.
You never know.
Crazy.
It's like every time you take a photo, it takes a video.
But yeah, so Slidar is going to just completely flood you with knowledge because he's going to assume that you guys were out drunk because of how wasted you were when he saw you.
Okay.
So what Slidar tells you to remind you is that, Gundren Rossseeker is still missing. He misses his buddy. That there's rumors of red braids that are moving back into the area from the northwest. The trail that you guys came down was still just as unsafe. Everything took effect, as it has before. He recanted the fact that Clark, I think was his name, the bugbear you guys ran into.
King Clark.
His body has been burned in effigy in the town square.
Nice.
As a threat and warning to any future Red Braids, goblin, human, or otherwise, that may want to come into town by order of the town mayor, Raelian Tresendar.
Get out.
Um,
Thought he was. Wouldn't he be
Old?
or dead?
I
we
do
found
believe
him
you
alive.
guys rescued an old man
Yeah.
from the prison who was.
Oh, his name was Raelian.
His name was Raelian, just like
Remember?
his
His
I thought his
grandfather?
name was Myron Tresendar, just
Oh,
like
Myron.
his great
I'm sorry,
grandfather.
Myron Tresendar.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Raelian's the dude that went nuts. That he shot in the mouth.
Myron Tresendar. So the
Yeah,
town
the
mayor.
scar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
My-
Myron. So he's
Myron-
nice. So
he's
he's
the
not.
town mayor.
He's not the pompous dude.
He works very closely with his granddaughter and her husband from Tresendar Manor, who are dignitaries to Neverwinter and other places as well. They represent the town in all town council meetings, or all realm council meetings that are held outside of the town. So they do a lot of traveling, but they all are based out of Tresendar Manor, which does not look nearly as dilapidated as what you guys last saw. In fact, it's a very, very nice estate, very well taken care of. Constant traffic in and out is a common thing. So there's that.
Is Glassstaff dead?
Well, I mean,
Because we killed him before.
we killed him before.
Did he exist this
Glassstaff
time?
was still beheaded in the room
Okay.
when you guys ran outside, presumably to get drunk, which is why Slidar is recanting everything. As the day breaks, you find that where the town seemed to be a little bit more of a ramshackle, built back up from sticks. Most of the buildings are all stone. They're very old, but they look very good. They have some newer buildings, but they're in place of where older ones were. It seems to be a very clean and orderly town with a lot of traffic. Where it was basically a footpath trail before, I didn't really describe that last time, but all the trails are basically footpath or small cart. They're now double cart, full cart wide. So
Cool.
the streets are a little bit wider.
What about the inn?
The inn is booming. It is booming.
Like exploding.
That's what we wanted to do.
There actually seems to be a lot of traffic also at the only pub in town. Not to say
Not the
there isn't
Sleeping
one.
Giant? Slumbering Giant?
The whatever giant.
Sleeping Giant?
Sleeping Giant. Seems to be a good traffic stop.
We've never been there.
And there is
That's what I meant to say.
one of the cool
where the Red
things
Braids
about
said,
the
where
town.
the
We
lady
did
came
wanna-
and said, like, don't
don't
go
do it.
down this
Yeah.
way. Yeah, yeah.
One of the cool things about the
memory.
town is what Phandeliver seems to be most known for is their beer, mead, and wine export from a half elf who lives just outside of town.
Yeah.
Alderleaf.
So he's no longer there?
Silver.
Oh, he's still there.
Oh, he's exporting.
Yeah, he's exporting now instead
He's
of
an
just having his
importer,
own
exporter.
particular place. All the
Takes
quests
the
that
same.
you
He wants to
guys
do more
have
importing than
received
exporting.
are valid quests.
Okay.
The
Geeks.
the reasons for the quest being necessary may have changed slightly. It may not be that they were fleeing because of the red braids in the area, but they were still fleeing because of some other pending problem and things along those lines.
Sure.
And again, so there's a lot of red braid activity coming down the Tribor Trail, which is the trail that you guys were on originally, that continues off through the Star Metal
To
Hills,
the
I think.
east.
Yeah, it goes from the coast all the way through the mountains. The trail that goes to the northeast, correct. Let's see, anything else I really want to fill you guys in on?
So-
I did mention the fact that your Nothic does not have any ability to have life given to it. So once your Nothic runs out of life, you lose the Nothic.
Are people frightened by this thing walking around with us?
He's
It's
not
in my
necessarily
Pokeball.
out.
It's in his Pokeball on his neck.
Oh, okay.
I
didn't
mean,
know.
trademark.
Trademark? I think it's trademarked.
He's
I think it might already be.
acknowledging the
That it is
trademark.
trademarked.
Oh, I thought he was trademarked.
No.
If you think about it, this is something that he may have already had in the previous timeline, so something that people may be used to seeing with him. So,
Got it.
but it is still a Nothic, so keep that in mind. Nothics are kind of grisly little beasts.
Yeah, they don't. Commoners
Wazowski.
wouldn't take too kindly to him.
I mean,
So,
I don't
We,
care.
we killed one before.
I know you guys have
Okay,
some
I'm
business
neutral
that
now.
you need to attend to.
Did you change?
As a party and as individuals, I know there's some
I did.
studying that needs to happen.
Yeah.
I know there's probably purchases that need to be made.
Mhm.
I would strongly also like to note that Slidar has mentioned to you, and I'm just going to point to this. This whole farm right here is currently up for sale. The family has left. It is a fully functioning farm, and it owns most of the woods that are to the east of it as well. It's about, we'll call it 750 acres. The
How much
actual
does it
farm-
cost?
Again, running commentary.
The farm itself has a one-time cost of 300 gold. And there is a monthly upkeep for staff of 50 gold
A month?
a month.
What's
However, the
yeah.
returns from the crops in general average to be about 250 to 350 per month in gold.
So it pays for itself.
yeah.
And
So it
some.
pays for itself.
Nice little investment
as
property.
long as everything doesn't go fallow, things along those lines, and there's
You guys
no
wanna buy it
reason.
and flip it?
Flip it.
It has a
Flip this farm.
eternity bond on it, so either you keep it or
I was
you
kidding.
donate. No,
Conservation.
but I was
kidding
letting you know
about
it has an eternity bond on it. So whoever or whomever buys it are the proprietors of it until their death or until they leave. But any funding goes back into the town for the purchase of the property. So it's not like the town owns the property, but it's part of the town.
Where do we go to buy
To
it?
buy it, yeah.
Where you are right now, town hall.
That's
I'd like.
what I was going to ask. Is where are we?
I don't want to buy it.
There's
I
also
can't be
a new
tied.
Nick, do you
edition.
want to go?
Yeah,
in?
might as well. I'll go in
There's
it.
also
You in on it?
there's two
Yeah.
new editions that haven't
Sweet.
been noted before.
Because I want to build a forge.
Well,
Can we? All right. So typically with
This is-
with easements, you have to like.
right here, the brown roofed building right here is a fully functioning blacksmith and
Wait,
tailor.
which one?
the brown roof north of the end.
The brown.
Okay,
So you have the building you're
The
in.
laser pointer.
Yeah,
that one.
I've
Ooh, a
got
laser
one.
pointer would be cool.
I've
have
got
one
one. I should
somewhere.
just start bringing it, shouldn't
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I? So that
So
one
that's
is
a smithy.
smithy and clother. So they teach tailoring and things along those lines as well.
Cool.
Right next to it is a heavily fortified and well guarded bank.
Great.
Because of the high amount of trade and the high amount of volume going through, it is a fully functioning bank with branches in every major town in the city.
Cool.
E-commerce is a thing, right? They send missives with doves of how much you're.
Owls.
Um,
Trademark.
but everything else is pretty much the same in the same areas. I will go ahead and note that the entrance to the south of Trezendar Manor, the cave that was found before, does not exist.
I remember you saying that.
That cave no longer exists. That's something you remember. but it's not there. It is on the property that you guys could purchase, but that's all I've really got for an update. Do you guys have any questions?
I have a couple. The first one is that farm that you just highlighted.
Yeah.
I remember it actually being owned by the Alderleaf
Yeah,
family.
they're leaving.
Oh, okay. Does that mission go? I guess they're not paying us for it. That's just the Druid mission. All right, that's my question. Sam, go ahead.
I didn't have a question, but there's a lot of stuff I want to like inspect and all that good
Same,
stuff.
same here.
You can assume that mission has now been given to you by Slider. I forgot about that one. That's been given to you by Slider. He's looking for his buddy.
He's buddies with Redoth the Druid.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, that's fine. And I imagine that the Orc Trouble one given to us by the Town Master of Harbin Wester has now been given to us by Myron Trezendor.
Yes.
All right, that's fine. Cool. So in term, sorry,
Go
I
ahead.
didn't have a question. I was going to say in terms of that land, I think Elrogar and Grim might go in and purchase it together,
Yeah.
and it'll just be our homestead as we proceed. That we have a place to come back to.
The
I only ask you don't-
or for him?
I only ask. Well, whatever. I don't care.
How many acres was it?
We'll
I
call it
don't care
700.
either.
Why don't we take like 250 acres or something and
I
make
believe
it
in nothing.
like a forested
The developed
preserve?
farmland
Well,
that
that's
you
what
can
he's
see.
saying is that there is no development on it, right?
Right.
How does it get money
The,
then?
the
If it's
farmland that
200
you
to
can see to
300
the
money?
south of it is
The
crop.
farm produces crops.
A very lucrative crop.
Right. So I guess
Weed. No, it produces,
both of you.
No, it produces hops and grapes.
Ooh.
And that good.
Bush. Signature lager.
Also trademark.
Trademark.
Copper.
Okay. Yeah.
All right,
so
so I already threw in my 150 nickels.
I'll do the same. I will do the same.
You said it was 300.
Yeah, piggy up.
Do we also have to pay the first month's? All right.
It's included in the price.
Yeah.
I'm putting down a deposit. Buy it.
Time-wise, you guys have
Deposit.
been together as a party for, in this timeline,
Long ass time.
it feels like a long-ass time. However, it's only like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They've struck up a bond.
I've already transferred from good to neutral.
They've
You guys
Have
really brought
have
the
you
worst in me.
changed your alignment?
'Cause
You were
lawful neutral.
lawful neutral. Didn't you want to be chaotic? Good.
No, he wanted to be lawful good. I thought.
Yeah, I
Lawful
don't.
good.
It's just not my style.
That's why,
though.
yeah.
That's the way you're playing it.
That's why I'm playing it.
You don't have to change, man.
I'm
can
just
be-
asking. I just
you
know
can
it
be
came up
cool like
before.
me.
I'm neutral, man. Sticking with the
Sticking with the newts.
Neuter.
No,
One thing Grimm's interested
Feel
in
like the law
before is, are we in the town hall?
Sometimes
You're in
the
the hall
law
right now.
might demand that
Grim was
you
going to
be
ask
down.
way back when Slider mentioned
That's
that
why
he
I'm
was a
neutral.
member of the Lord's Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
Grim was interested in that because he's heard a little bit about it and wanted to know
Yeah.
if it's like something he could join
We'll talk to you
in the
guys
future.
first.
Okay. Because I feel like
Emails
no
to Paul.
secret. Neutral.
That kind of talk.
Neutral.
that's
no
perfect.
controls.
Walk around
Just so you
running
know, as a
stuff.
DM, I feel like that's something
I
that
don't
Grim
care.
would be.
I don't care.
It seems like the kind of organization would be
Nihilist.
very interested.
Yeah.
Like the
Kind of
good
a
for the
nothing
whole.
about me.
Yeah. Okay. All right, boys. You guys want to break for a bit? You guys can do some studying and reading. I can go buy some stuff and maybe sync
I'm gonna
back
go
up
see what.
in the afternoon.
That's fine with me.
Cool. Yeah, I want to go see what Homeboy's doing with the beer and
Your
stuff.
buddy?
I'm gonna go take a nap in my new house.
Somebody
want to
go?
Top bunk?
You gotta go buy.
What?
You gotta sign the paperwork.
We already did.
We already. Can we?
Done.
Done.
Is there someone in town I could talk
Decrease
to
your-
about like
I
identifying
did.
stuff,
Thanks.
like
question.
artifacts
Good
and
question.
stuff? I got like a frog rock, a glowing ooze vial.
The same place that the quest has you returning.
Hell he is.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Is it her or someone?
somebody there.
All right, I'm down for that as soon as possible.
I'll go with you too, Halia, too, to give her the missive that we got,
Get paid.
get paid, and then
So
maybe
when
Yeah,
does it
we'll
get
all go
paid?
there after they did their.
Okay.
they bought
our purchase.
Their,
Okay.
Yeah, I
it's
don't
legal
actually have
in
to
the
take a
United
nap.
States now. You guys can just
We're
come
not.
out with it.
Do
Oh
it.
yeah, you might have missed. We got a full night's rest,
No, I took that.
so this is back.
It's
to
nobody's
you, bud.
no judgments
You don't
here.
have to do it to me.
I know it's okay. You're
So
just
yeah, we'll
buying a
go
house
together to visit Halia. Give her
Okay,
the.
let's knock out Halia's stuff. So
Cohabitation.
let's fly through the quest turn in. You
It's a tax
you
reduction.
give her the quest the
The
letter,
missive.
I think,
The
right?
missive, yep.
And she says that she's going to go study it. She thanks you very
Fine
much.
with
She
that.
drops you off 200 coins.
It's weird though. 'cause
I think she only promises 100. We'll take 200.
100.
sometimes
Yeah, it says 25 a pop. Everybody gets 25 gold.
Gold.
Yeah.
I'm rich. I
Now
should
you had
deposit this
questions
bank.
about items.
Yeah. Is there anyone here who could, maybe who knows something about arcana or history? I know a little bit, but some of these things I've come across in my travels are beyond my comprehension.
If you want to leave them with me, I can have them figured out in a couple of days.
Okay.
All
I'm
right,
down.
What items are you dropping off?
Just carrying
The
it around.
frog rock
Anybody?
and
Grab-
the
you wanna
glowing
split it?
ooze vial.
I got some water.
I have a spell scroll.
That's already been translated.
It has not been translated.
It was translated.
Not the cool one.
Oh.
The super old one. So I mean, if you could read it now, that would be preferable, so I could do something with it, or if I have to leave it, I can.
Come back in 3 hours. I'll have that one figured out.
Okay.
I think I may have asked them before. I have 2 questions to go along with this. One being, if and what they know about my holy trinket. Before I learned that it was a key legend, I don't know if it was from these people or from someplace else.
These people.
Okay, so I'm not going to ask that. The second one is, I've got a ruby and a garnet.
Elliot,
I'm
I
not
think.
sure if they're magical at all. Are these people I drop off? Or actually, J-Ren, you want to check out my
They're not
rocks?
magical. They're just for sale.
Oh, then I don't need them. Do you need a ruby or a garnet?
Dude,
J-Ren?
that's worth a lot of money.
No, I'll sell it. I don't need it. I don't know if you need it for spells or something.
No, not. that
I'll
I
ask
know of.
Elregard. If Elregard doesn't need it, then can I sell it?
I have a garnet as well. I think it's just. I think they're only used as like
finance.
money. Yeah.
Okay. Might as well sell it then. Cool. Should we tell Slidar about Hallie, our belief of Hallie's intentions? Just so we can keep an eye on her? Maybe not arrest her, but like keep her under.
Certainly can.
The eyes.
I honestly don't remember that much about it.
Okay.
Out of character, if you think about it, could you email me the Witch Bolt spell? Because it was like a special kind of thing going along with it. No rush, but at some point. Thanks. Alright. So, returning the quest to her, do you want to question her right now or something?
No. So knowing that her intention is to sort of take over the strong arm of the Red Braids or be like a powerhouse in the town, I just figured that people in power should know. Can't arrest her for.
We could
wanting
probably
to do
get in
something.
good with the manor guy.
If we tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah. In that case,
He's probably
probably
his
should have
great
told Slider before we went
His
there.
grandpa probably told his grandpa who probably
Thanks,
told
boss.
him that like we're awesome,
Oh yeah, we should probably talk to him about.
right?
All right. So I've heard mentioned that Alar would like to go check out the other dude.
We can go check out, dude.
Let's go check out the dude. I want to go see the guy.
The beer guy?
Is anybody wanting to do any studying? Because there's a lot of time that takes.
So I would like to do the 4 hours meditation.
I'd like to go to the
So I said, I'll
The-
do that.
He's on
commu-
alone time.
county store and buy.
Been with a dude for
You
2
buy where
hours.
you are
Let's
now.
get this rich.
Oh, I can?
It's purchased. Take the gold out and give it yourself.
I
Excellent. That's 20 gold. Thank you.
I need to spend an hour summoning. I want to summon a like a raven familiar, so I need to take an hour to do that. It's totally separate.
Oh, mutually exclusive.
I can have both. Yeah.
I want to go see. Yeah, it's Silver
Don't you
Tongue.
have
If they're gonna study, can I?
Yeah, Sam, don't you also have a 4-hour thing that you can study?
Yeah, your spell, witch haze,
Witch
whatever
bolt.
it's called, witch bolt.
Oh, so I can use it. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
That's why I need that. I didn't like write down anything you said
I
about
think
it.
I have it over here, but
I wrote down that like I expend certain amounts of.
Did I give it back to you, Michael?
not back to me.
No, I have this, but I don't. It
A witch bolt is in the book, right?
Yeah, it
That's
is.
in the book. But
yeah, but it doesn't like it was different. Like it has its own spell slot.
that's the big difference is that it has its own slot only for the witch bolt.
It's basically
So
a
that's
level.
just
I
like-
want to say it's a
you
level
can't-
3.
It's a level 1.
No.
You can cast it at a higher level. I'm positive.
It's level,
level 1
evocation.
evocation.
It levels with you.
Well, most spells I can choose what level to cast it at.
Right. I'm just saying that you can cast it up to your level.
Right.
Your
It
spell
does more
level.
damage if I cast it at a higher level, but I expend that.
Right. And that slot is not counted as it's
So
like a fake bubble.
So I get it at whatever level I'm at, basically.
Right. And you can cast it up to that level, but once you cast it, then it is treated just like the standard spell, but it doesn't count towards your spell slots for your level.
Great. Perfect. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Why would it not?
It looks like Domino's font.
The different colors.
There's
Sam, I just
pepperoni and
saw a TV
sausage
commercial
and
for
the works.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm gonna steal a piece for sure.
I stopped playing that.
I did way wrong.
If they're gonna
Appreciate
study for 4 hours
A
or whatever,
full
can
one.
I spend that time sharpening whatever weapons I
good.
can sharpen on my own? I forgot to write down the time.